YouTube. Welcome everybody back up here in the booth. I'm your host here tonight, Adam Chapman. We are live here from Trackside Racing Network, live from the Racing Race Energy Legacy Cup Series. I do know English, it just takes me a minute. We just got done with a great race over at the Red Sox Racing League. Congrats again to Ross Booth picking up the victory. We do want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Good night of racing action. Don't know how many more races we actually got left. I need to check how many more races we actually have left over here for till the playoffs begin. And I will do that here in just a moment. I just make sure I share the broadcast. You guys share it as well, please. It helps these guys out. It helps me out as well. It helps Derek out as well because, you know, it helps our channel grow. And that's exactly what we try to do. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome over here. Ready to get ready to go racing here from Martinsville Speedway. We are under the lights here at Martinsville, so that's always a very cool thing to be able to call. I'm a big fan of doing this under the lights here, so this will be fun. 125 laps. We do have a special ceremony planned, and I will explain it. I hate even really talking about it, to be completely honest, because it is a sad subject, but we are going to do something special planned here on around lap 47, 48, 49 and stuff. So you guys make sure you stay watching that and get ready. We are about to do our pre-race interview here in just a moment. And you guys will have to watch and tune in for that. I want to show you guys a special car here tonight. Todd Chase Jr. That ain't very special right there. He's actually kind of wrecked. We'll talk about his car in just a moment. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring in our in-race report. We'll talk to Derek Pemberton here once again tonight. Derek, set him up in the booth to get a coffee.
Yes, sir.
Qualifying about to get underway. Here from Martinsville. Now, you've had experience here at Martinsville in the past. Almost won the race. But this is a different Martinsville and a different car since the last time we raced. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll be honest, and before I got into the session tonight and started practicing, I was pretty confident. Now, close your eyes, put a blindfold on, throw a dart at the dartboard at whoever's face you think is going to win the race, because this car is just an animal to handle. I'll be honest. It's probably one of the most ill-handling race cars I think I've ever had to race with these 87 cars.
Yeah, so we know that's going to make things fun as we are watching Joe Morgani out in qualifying. Derek, we know tires could become an issue here. Are you thinking about that at all, or do you think that they would be an issue?
If we can run long enough, yes.
Don't say that.
You know, I hate saying that. That's bad though, Adam. The last two times I've been on TRN, I've talked bad about leagues, but
this is true.
This is true. But if we can make it 20 laps, I mean, we'll be pushing the tires pretty far. I know just the way that this car handles. You can probably see it in qualifying as you're watching some of these guys go around the racetrack right now, coming out of 2 and 4. We're on 3 wheels, and I promise you that is not by design. That is because iRacing has done what iRacing does best, and that's screw good things up.
We were supposed to do the podcast today, by the way, and you didn't show up.
We're doing it tomorrow.
We will definitely be doing it tomorrow, 100%, because
I'm off work tomorrow, so we are definitely doing it tomorrow.
I don't have nothing going on, so.
Yeah, so we are doing it tomorrow. As actually, Adam, right now, Levi Allen, top of the board with a 24.94. You know, that's actually faster than what we were doing in practice.
For sure. So,
much faster.
Go do what you got to do. I know you got to qualify. I'm going to talk about Todd Chase's car for a moment.
Alright.
Good luck, man. I know you got some race admin stuff to do tonight as well, so we'll be waiting on that.
Yeah, you had to remind me of that.
Hey, good luck tonight, bud.
All right. Thanks for hanging out.
There you go. Oh, my goodness. What button did I just push? All right. Anyway, Derek is rolling out. Levi Allen is on top of the board right now, by the way. And there you see Derek Pemberton's car. Gary Smith also rolling out. Actually, he is out there now. You can see Gary. We're waiting on Todd Chase, and now we can actually head over to Todd Chase's car because I want to show you guys this car. So, for those that don't know, I posted on Trackside the other day asking you guys to pray for Todd Chase's granddad. Unfortunately, he passed away yesterday. Todd's been taking it pretty hard. He's a member of my team. and a very good guy in general. Like, you guys don't understand how nice this guy actually is. Like, you might not be able to tell from talking to him at first, but he's a very down-to-earth guy, and he is having a rough time. There's so many prayers right now being sent to his family. Tonight he drives the 71 car for his granddad, because his granddad passed away at 71 years old, and that's why the 71. He's also driving the Tony Stewart car that you see, because that is his favorite driver, or was his favorite driver. Inside the race car, there's something else that I kind of surprised Todd with when I painted this car for him. On the side of his helmet, he's got the picture of his granddad on the side. So Todd and your family, we're thinking about you here. On behalf of myself, Derek Pemberton as well. Anybody that's got something to do with TRN, I know a couple guys have said it already, but we are very sorry for your loss, man. That is a sad thing. Here's Pate Albin, and it is kind of a sad night. Like, honestly, I don't know Jack by any means, and I'm going to speak a little bit about it more here in a little bit, but I don't know Jack by any means, and it's not for me to go into detail with it by any means. It's not my place. But just hearing it in Todd's voice and getting to know Todd, you feel very sad for him. So, and that goes for all these guys in here. I think a lot of these guys have reached out to Todd about it. So, but I do want to congrats Levi Allen. Looks like he's going to be able to grab his first pole, and we'll see if that's good enough. By any means, it's not my place. As I apparently start talking to myself, but just hearing it in Todd's voice and getting to know Todd, you feel very sad for him. So, and that goes for all these guys in here. I think a lot of these guys have reached out to Todd about it. So, but I do want to congrats Levi Allen. Looks like he's going to be able to grab. Goodness, I was wondering where I was hearing myself from. Anyway, we're going to talk to Levi right now. And we are going to talk to Todd here at some point as well, but we don't want to reach out to Levi and grab him. Sorry about that, by the way. Levi Allen, Saturday Chapman up in the booth. You got a coffee?
I got a copy.
Well, this is a little unexpected for you, I think. I don't know why I even say that, because you are a short track master in my eyes. I think you're one of the best short track racers on iRacing. How's it feel to be starting up front tonight, man?
Feels pretty good, but I'm kind of scared because I was having issues breaking in the corners.
Yeah, I noticed a couple people was having issues breaking. Either way, how important is it going to be? You got that number one pit box, which we could see pit stops, for tires and stuff. Is that number one pit box important at a place like this?
It might be.
He's like, I'm
not really sure, but we'll see. We'll find out.
Hey, go do what you do, man. I love watching your race, and it's good to see you actually get some kind of momentum on your side.
Yep.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
He's like, please stop talking to me, because every time I talk to this guy, I always butcher the race. So, by the way, tonight's race, of course, sponsored by Raise Energy. And Mr. Derek Pemberton, what is your code?
Except for Todd Chase Jr.
Oh, he is actually giving a speech right now. I think it was Derek P81 is the Raise Energy code. We'll get that, by the way. So, pace slots are off on the pace car. We got to take a couple trips around. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight from wherever you're watching. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I like seeing it as we get set to go green here from the Great Martinsville Speedway. I love this place at night, by the way. It's one of my favorite places to actually watch a night race at now. On iRacing, like there's a lot of tracks we go to. Let's see. Good luck, Kodiak Kennedy. I like that name, by the way. Kodiak Kennedy. I'm glad to remember that one. That's people pulling for Cody Kennedy in the 63. Here we go. Pace car ready to drop off. And it is off, and we're ready to go green. Green flag. Waving here from Martinsville. We are underway. Here from the paperclip. Out front, Joe Morgani going to use that highlight. Will that highlight pay a factor? We got one car in the wall. That's Gary Smith. We stay green. Gary Smith plowing the wall pretty good there. Not sure what exactly happened. But one thing we was talking about earlier, as you see Morgani up to first. There's Todd Chase now. Levi Allen second, Alex Turner, Todd Chase, Pate Albin. Derek Pemberton. One thing you heard Derek talk about earlier was it looks like that tire wants to lift up on these cars. We'll see if we can see it. Not sure why it's wanting to lift up, to be completely honest. There's so much camber, I would guess. Yeah, you see it right there. It looks like it's pretty much lifted up off the racetrack. That could become a factor. Gary Smith underneath Brian Young, which you guys do not know. We did not speak about it in none of our posts this week on our Facebook. Last week, Gary Smith was the winner. However, after race control and all the guys got together, and Gary accepted it, himself and Derek Pemberton was both disqualified from the race. Now, I want to point something out. The reason why they was disqualified because they jumped to restart. It could have went the opposite way. Race control didn't catch it and stuff in time to be able to give the penalty during the race. So they both accepted the penalty of disqualification. So just want to point that out. Trust me, they're going to be fine. It's not going to affect them. They're both still going to make the playoffs. Just want to make sure I point that out. So we are on week 8, by the way. We have 3 weeks left before the playoffs start. So Cody Kennedy right there in the 63 underneath Brian Kidda, or was underneath Brian Kidda. He does fall back. Brian Kidda take away the 8th position. Pate Auburn getting some pressure now from that 82. One thing you guys do not know about Derek, and he really didn't hit on it much. Derek Pemberton, that 82 car right there. Almost won here back on the iRacing, or I'm sorry, the WS CRL series. Almost picked up the win. You see a lot of damage on the back end, but he'll be okay with that. Martinsville ain't gonna, we've seen way worse, and he's driven way worse here. Gary Smith, by the way, on pit road. No idea why. There is damage, but not quite sure why he's coming to pit lane. I wonder if he had an issue that brought him down pit lane. I didn't bring up the yellow. Oh, was there a wreck here? Oh, he was by himself. What happened, though? Oh, he lost it. Oh, he's having some issues with his car. He decided to bring his pit lane. Alex Fisario working on Levi Allen. But when I was talking about Derek, he almost won this race and got a bump and run. I don't know if he'd call it a bump and run. He probably called it a dump and run because it was a pretty good hard hit. That costed him the win here at Martinsville. It's been a few weeks now that him and another guy in WS CRL, they worked it out now anyway. But here he comes, working on teammate Pate Auburn. A little bit further back, Brian Young getting past. Brian Kidda's starting to make some ground up here. So that's good to see. The 66 rebounding a little bit. And one thing you can see on the tires here as well, look how much that brake rotor glows on these things. It glows. Actually, both sides glow. That's something you normally do not see. Because on these cars, you don't normally tend to see both of them glowing. Usually you just see one, but here tonight, it is glowing. Here's the 86. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian Young. I was looking underneath Donnie. Cody Kennedy has taken away that spot, by the way. He's up to 8th. Right now, our only closest battle would be right here for the second spot with Levi Allen and Alex. I'm going to be honest, I think a lot of these guys right now are just being really calm. I do want to mention Derek Pemberton was able to get around Pate Auburn. Once again, that's teammates running 4th, 5th, and 6th. So we'll see if Todd moves out of the way. I know Todd's racing. Todd told me earlier that he's going to race this race a lot different. Normally you see him blinking just a little bit. But right now he'll probably be a little patient with Derek just because that's his teammate. But he said he's going to be a lot aggressive this week for definitely good reasons. And I understand completely. But he is blinking just a little bit. But there is something special we still have planned in this race that you guys, I don't think, want to miss. It's something I've never really been a part of. And I don't think really many people have. But we'll see. All these guys got something planned. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Levi Allen out there in that Ford. I love his headlights, by the way. Check that out. I did not even think about doing that to somebody's car. He's got like the eyeballs on the headlights. That's pretty neat. Huh. That's pretty cool. Joe Morgani's still out front, by the way. This guy's, hey, he's been impressing me. The longer we keep racing, he's getting better. He won at North Wilkesboro, a short track. And he won at Daytona. He's won at a lot of the smaller and bigger tracks. Hasn't won at intermediate track yet. And also, I just remembered something. Because actually Joe would be your... Actually, he's got 3 wins because he actually was, after the disqualification, Joe Morgani picked up the win from Bristol. So this is actually his 3rd win. He is right now leading the points, by the way. Over Alex Vasilio and Derek Pemberton, who's 3rd and 4th, or 2nd and 3rd. Levi Allen, by the way, is 4th. But if we do want to look at the cut line, it is Brian Young, Todd Chase, and Gary Smith. Them 3 guys right there on the border. Todd right now 7 points behind Brian Young. Gary Smith actually Todd's 6 points behind, and Gary Smith about 10 points behind. So actually a little bit more than 10. Actually 13 points. Alex Scherr did take away the 2nd spot here so far in this one. Keep in mind, I want to go ahead and announce this. We do have a competition yellow coming out here on lap 47. No matter what happens, there will be a competition yellow. Look back at Brian Kidda running out there on the track right now. Kurt Marvel. Oh, we got somebody in the wall. I heard it. Not sure where. Marvel said go 63, and there is Cody Kennedy. He's got a pretty cool logo on the front of his car. Funky Dog Pizza and Pasta. Now, you guys pulling for Cody, you may know where that's at. I'm not quite sure. But I ain't gonna lie, that is one cool looking logo. Like, that's a perfect logo. And here he is trying to hold on to that spot as Ron Christensen Jr., who's very fast at these racetracks, by the way, on the outside of him. Be pretty interesting to see if he can make his pass, the 45 that is, on the outside. You don't see that at Martinsville very often. Usually this is a low-line track. Oh, and he's definitely not going to make the pass now, I don't think. He got a little bit of the wall. Last time by, the fastest in the track was Joe Morgani, then Derek Pemberton, and then Brian Kidda. We'll keep you all updated on that. Actually, let's see if we can actually do this. There you go. Last lap. Oh, my goodness, I hit the wrong button. Let's see if we can do this. Last lap will be popping up on your right side of your screen. You guys can see the last laps of these drivers. Looks like Derek Pemberton was the fastest last time by with 21.591. Here's Morgani crossing the start-finish line at 21. He's got some pressure, by the way. Alex Vasilio with a great lap at 21.4. Great lap there. There's the battle for the lead right now. These 2 guys are kind of checked out over everybody right now. As you go out on top of Joe Morgani's car, looking back at that Alex number 21. You're on lap 26, coming to 27. Here comes that 21. Not going to be able to get there just yet. You see 3rd and 4th back here. Derek Pemberton closing up on Levi Allen for 3rd. Right now we're going to stay focused on our race lead, though. Now, one thing about this, and you see it right here, about any short track, you guys know, if you are a short track fan, the biggest thing when it comes to short track is right up there in front of Joe Morgani. That is Brian Young. Brian Young does not want to go 1 lap down. Now, he wouldn't, if he does, it's not going to hurt him because he will get a lucky dog. Gary Smith wouldn't be too happy, but Brian Young may try to race this leader a little bit harder. And if that's the case, we'll see if Alex or Joe Morgani, what happens with that, because it could go either way, because both these guys could get hurt by it. And here you go. Battle for the lead. Here on lap 30. I think Brian Young coming down pit lane. See, now this right here's a big thing for Brian Young. Coming down pit lane. Under green, definitely, I would say 2 laps down for sure. Maybe even 3, to be completely honest. We'll see what happens with this. Watch Alex looking underneath Joe Morgani. We're still watching this battle for the lead. Brian Young is 2 laps down. He's still on pit lane right now, so we'll see if he's able to get out. Maybe I'll only go 2 laps down. I will be honest. From what I was told, these guys didn't think they'd be able to go green very long. Somebody lied to me. Because we are getting a green flag run here, which is fantastic, by the way, to get this. Ernest King commenting. I like Ernest. You can watch Ernest on Wednesday nights over the ARC All-American Series. And got a good battle right now for the lead. Ernest, of course, drives my favorite paint scheme. But here we go. Battle for the lead. You guys see it right here. Through the corner, that 21 car. Alex Celio trying to take the lead from Morgani. Out of turn 2, he does take the lead. New leader on lap 33, Alex Celio. Further back in the field, Todd Chase has dropped back just a little bit. He does get one quick repair as well. But you see Todd right now giving up the 9th spot. Of course, driving with a very heavy heart on him tonight. You guys can see the paint that he's running. Grandpa just passed away yesterday. John Jack Robert right there on the side. And of course, up on front, you see the sponsor, Jack's Tap and Line Cleaning. Of course, was his business, so we'll definitely have something for you guys for that here in about 10 laps, and we'll let you guys know more about it. Everybody right now single file throughout the field. Ernest King over chiming in on Facebook like I was talking about. He drives the famous 24 car over on Wednesday nights. And I want to pick him every race. I'm just afraid to because I'm afraid I'll curse him. So I'm not allowed to. Derek told me I couldn't do that anymore. So, you know, sorry. Watching the 45 right now, working with Brian Kidda, Ron Christensen Jr. And Christensen's going to take that away. Forgot where we go next week, by the way, so I'm not going to really speak about it too much about where we go because I completely forgot. I will try to find out, and if I do, I'll let you guys know. But I forgot where we go. Oh, we got one car hitting the wall. I heard it. It looks like we're going to stay green. By the way, I was talking about Brian Young. He did go 2 laps down. He also got passed by Gary Smith, however. Pate Alvin right now running in 5th. Pate, of course, looking to have a good night here. He's trying to run down teammate Derek Pemberton. See if he can do that or not. Still a little bit of ways to go before he gets there, but we'll see. No broadcast tomorrow night, guys. We actually had a week off, a night off. We do have a broadcast Saturday night and Sunday, of course, the ASL League. Looking forward to the American Sim Racing League once again, live from Eldora. That's going to be fun. Alex Ferro coming up on Todd Chase. We continue to stay green here at Martinsville. Levi Allen running 3rd. Joe Morgani 2nd. Everybody, there's not a whole lot to really talk about. You see Todd Chase going to go 1 lap down. But Todd will most likely get to Lucky Doll. We're about 4 laps away from that competition yellow. We'll see if Donnie will go a lap down or not. Oh, no, I just hit the wrong button. Coming to lap 45, looking around the racetrack, not a lot going on right now. Watching Alex Serra, by the way, who's trying to ride right there behind Donnie. This could be a big thing, by the way. Just to help the admins out. We do not get a yellow, or sorry, Alex does not get around Donnie. This could be pretty big here for that, so that'd be a good thing for Todd. As you see right there, how about that? Alex Cicero letting Todd Chase go to give him his lap back. That's pretty cool. And he didn't have to do that. As we are on lap 47 this time, watch for the yellow to be displayed. It should be coming out any time now. I would wait for that. There it is. The yellow is displayed. All right, guys. So something we're going to do here. Here, coming to lap 48. We want to have a moment of silence here for Todd Chase Jr. after the loss of his granddad. And you're going to see all these cars come down pit lane, and Todd will be out there by himself. They may extend the green or yellow here a little bit, here and there. But y'all enjoy, and we'll talk about this in just a moment. Not really enjoy, but. Once again, the reason why we are doing this, all these guys basically just let Todd lead this lap on lap 49. And basically, the reason what was for this, these guys did not take tires or no gas or anything like that. They basically drove down pit lane, and you see them right here doubling up. Todd's right there in the middle leading this, and it is for the memory of his granddad. Todd is the league owner of this league, and this is actually a pretty cool moment, I'm not going to lie. Even though it is a sim, there's still very important things that can happen, even though it's not real. It's one of the coolest things I've seen, like as far as in-game iRacing stuff. Once again, thoughts and prayers go out to Todd's family and John's wife as well. Todd as well. Thoughts and prayers go to you all. And we hope that you all can make it through it. It's a tough situation, I'm sure. We know Todd was close with him as well. And we're going to be thinking about that and prayers for him. Okay, so what you're seeing now is you're going to probably see another caution come out, I would guess. And you right here, you're going to see Todd pull off the back. He's going to fall back. And all these guys get their spots back, and then another caution will come out. And then we'll go ready to go back green here in just a moment. You see everybody getting their spots back prior to the caution for that competition yellow in memory of Todd's granddad. And he'll go back a little bit further here. He was back here on the tail end of the lead lap, so he's going to be back in 10th place when we go back green. All right, so now what you're going to see, these guys will not double up, by the way. So we actually do not have double ups here, should I say. We actually stay single file. These guys will catch the back of the pace car. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that, Ernest. So these cars will catch up, and these guys are allowed to pit if they choose so. You are allowed to come down pit lane, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if anybody does. I'm going to take a guess that we're going to see everybody come down. And you are seeing everybody come down. Nobody's going to stay out. There's no point. Because the lap times was pretty far off prior to that. So you see Todd Chase coming in. And right now that's what we're going to... Well, we're going to wait till after the race. I don't want to pull him in during this. But we're going to definitely talk to him after the race. We're going to watch the race off pit road. Brian Young is staying out, by the way. We'll see how that works out for them. That was mainly because, of course, lap down and stuff like that. So, watch the race off pit road. Levi Allen in that first box. Will it pay a dividend? Maybe he can gain a spot here on pit lane. I don't know. Right side, left side tire's going up really slow. You see Visario going. Good race here off for third. Derek Pemberton able to beat Levi out for that third spot. That's a big pass there for Derek Pemberton on pit lane. So he gains a spot. Brian Kidd up to fifth. Pate Aubin falls back. Ron Christian, Donnie, Cody Kennedy in ninth. Todd Chase 10th. Brian Young, Gary Smith. Now, here's the thing. There is a benefit in a way for these two guys, and I get it. Oh, Brian Young actually coming down. I can't remember. Nah, I don't think there'd be a benefit really staying out. I understand you might get your lap back, but these guys, honestly, this race is going by pretty quick. So we're almost at the halfway point, or we're coming up on it. So anyway, we're ready to go back green here in just a moment. The light's about to go out on the pace car. Getting ready to go back green flag. One of the things that last week was a big topic of discussion, of course, was the restarts. Guys having some issues on that and laying back a little bit as we get set to come to the green this time. Gary Smith does take the wave around. So him and Brian Young will be one lap down, it looks like. Of course, Brian Young, I think might have got the lucky dog. I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go. Coming back to the green flag after our competition yellow in memory of Todd Chase's granddad as we get set to go back green. It's crazy how the field goes up the track a little bit right there in 3 and 4. Pace car is already in. Green flag set to wave. Green flag is out. Everybody gets a pretty good start. Everybody that was fair on that one, it looked like. That I've seen, especially inside the top 7 or so. Of course, this race sponsored by Raise Energy. You see Derek Pemberton with that 82. He did not take his quick repair, by the way. He may wait if he needs to take it. Oh, he might want to take it now. The fresh tire is getting a little bit of not quite cold or warm enough yet. And he may have just got the boot from Levi Allen. Welcome to Short Track Racing, Mr. Pemberton. Although he should know about this by now. And is he stuck inside the wall? No, he is going. Now let's see what happened here. Or did Derek just get loose? There's a little bit of contact there. A little bit of contact. Sends him around. So the first official yellow comes out here. And it's paid off, but thinking about coming down pit lane. He is not. I would not be surprised if we see Derek come down pit lane, actually. May take his quick repair. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and come down. Here's what's going to be interesting. I wonder if... You got to be careful or quick. Okay, yeah, he's going to be dead. Like you see Mr. Pemberton coming down pit lane, he's going to take them fresh tires and I guess probably a fast repair as well. Although the damage ain't really bad by any means. There's a little bit on that back end until it kind of smushed in. I think that's the only reason why he wrecked, where it's just smushed in. It kind of sticks out. We got to update that paint, by the way, Derek, because that thing says ESPN. But we'll see. Derek, 4 tires, it looks like. I mean, you might as well take tires. It might not be much of a difference. We only went that half a lap, but we'll see. Of course, Derek is a big factor in here. He's a great racer, honestly. And he's gotten better, and it looks like on the back of the car, he did not, and I don't really blame him for not taking it. I thought the damage would be a lot worse, and it's not. But Derek does a lot of stuff for this league as well. He has the race control. Love watching him race. He's gotten better. That's the thing. Like, he's gotten really good. He's got multiple wins this season, and is going to be a factor for that championship, hopefully. So, hopefully he'll be able to continue to keep running. I love watching him race, so we'll see if he's able to. He won back at Rockingham and Richmond. It's been a couple weeks now since he was in victory lane. He did have a big win the last week in the WOS CRL series, his first win over there, so that was awesome to see. But he's done good in here as well, so we'll see if he's able to get back up front. I'm sure he'll be able to get back up through there. One thing with Derek is at this track especially, he's learned patience here, and that's one thing I've really come to respect with him. He had an issue with the WS CRL where he had a lot of trouble in patience, especially for the first half of the race. But he's learned that. After that race, he had that one issue. He hasn't really had that issue since, to be completely honest. So that's good. But pace lights are about to go off next time by. Pace lights are off this time. Here we go. And the green flag set to wave. Green flag. Back out in the air. I was just making sure nobody laid back, and there was a little bit of checking up here, a little bit further back. We're going to watch this replay. This will help the. Oh, it's the. I think it was the 45. I think he may have scraped the wall and it just stacked him up a little bit. Oh, it was Todd checking up a little bit and it just caused it. And that's just some people not getting good restarts. No issue there. But here's a battle for the lead with the 53 and the 21. So Morgani seems really good on fresher tires. I feel like he may be a little bit better on fresher tires than the 21. The long run, I feel like Alex is a little bit better. So we'll see how this plays out here as we're already coming to lap 69 this time. Side by side, Levi Allen there as well. Pate Albin making a push here. He's up to 4th. And you do see the pass. Morgani taking that spot away. Looking back, Alex Cesario's car. There's Morgani right there in that low budget TV, number 53. little bit further back, Derek Pemberton taking a peek to the inside of Cody Kennedy, 4-7. Cody's struggling a little bit here tonight. Cody's struggled in general so far. I mean, he's done okay this season, but he hasn't had the weeks where we thought he would be this season. I know the street stocks are about to start up soon. I feel like that's where he's really good at. We've seen him do really well over there. So he has struggled a little bit in this car, though, which is unfortunate. But right now he is in the playoffs, so that's good. Because you never know. See Gary Smith back here. And Gary is a lap down. He's not doing nothing wrong. You see Brian Kittle, by the way, battling Cody Kennedy. But Gary's not doing nothing wrong. He's one lap down. He wants to stay the first one a lap down. So he needs to try to get up there as much as he can. If he's able to get a lucky dog or something like that, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But oh, Morgani way up on the curb that time. That could have been devastating for our leader. Everybody was worried about this car. I mean, they said it was a different animal. I'm going to be honest. I'm not seeing it. On board with Donnie, by the way. Right around Martinsville. He's riding right behind Pate Auburn in P5. Doing a good job. Continuing to try to work his way forward. Does got Derek Pemberton behind him, however. Derek's starting to work his way back up. Remember, Derek's on about 7 lap fresher tires, so that could be a factor. We just never know. And the way Derek abuses tires is probably a factor. It definitely helps him anyway. Thought I heard somebody having an issue, but looks like everybody's still going the right way. Inside the car, inside the 53 of Morgani, the race leader, leading by 5/10 over Alex Cesario. Coming to lap 78 next time by to Stripe. As we continue to tick away the laps here from Martinsville Speedway. Derek Pemberton trying to run down Pate Auburn now. Derek did take away the 5th spot from Donnie. Now trying to run down teammate Pate. I like watching Pate race. I like the way Pate races. He don't race over aggressive, and he doesn't always have the best finishes, but I'm going to be honest, he actually races really smart, and that's one thing I like about Pate in that 55. We don't really talk a ton about him because he minds his own business. He don't really get involved with a ton of stuff. Pretty cool paint too, but I mean, for the most part, he keeps his car clean unless he just gets caught up in something that most likely is not his fault or just runs into it. So good to see Pate having a good run, although that is teammate Derek Pemberton, who, let's just be honest, we know Derek can be aggressive at times, but he has shown a lot of patience here lately, so that's one good thing with Derek. I think he's definitely faster than Pate. I think he's probably faster than Levi. He may be one of the fastest in here right now. I'm trying to get a good, clean lap from everybody to see what the lap times are before. Although Pate just had an amazing lap time. He was faster. Well, last time faster than our leader. This time we'll see. This time not so much. Our leader put in a really good lap. Morgani a 3:31. And there's a battle up front for the lead too coming up here shortly. It looks like, yeah, Morgani. And this is the thing with Joe. Looks like on the long run, Alex is better. On the short runs, Morgani looks like he's better on. And here they go. Watch for that 21 to give a little bump here to that 53. Gotta give them credit. They keep their cars clean tonight so far, though. Brian Kidder trying to make a pass for... I'm sorry, not Brian. That's Ron Christensen making a pass for 6th. Brian Kidder is making a pass for 8th. Back up in front for our race lead. Lap 86 this time. Once again, tonight's race sponsored by Raise Energy. If you haven't checked out Raise, highly suggest you do too. If you guys like Bang Energy, trust me, give Raise a chance. They are pretty good. You can use promo code, I think it was Derek P81. He's probably going to kill me for butchering it. I always do. He's probably screaming at me right now saying that's not it. And now he's probably laughing at me because he knows it's not it. Anyway, make sure you check out Raise Energy. As we watch the battle for the lead. Alex is so close. I feel like he wants to put the bumper to him and try to move him up, but I feel like he knows it may be a little bit too early to try that. Or he's just not capable of actually getting right there on the bumper, which is a very good possibility too. Here we go. To the inside. Oh, Sarah gets a little bit of the curve. Side by side, however, still, it looks like Alex may be able to grab his lead away as we cross the start-finish line. All this is going to do, though, if he's got to stay side by side, will bring Levi Allen a little bit closer. You see him squeezing up there a little bit, but you do see the change up the top spot. So a little bit further back, Ron Christensen Jr. closed in on Derek Pemberton now. Ron was really fast last lap, and this may be the benefit that he needs. Derek getting a little loose. Here comes Christian, look to the inside. Not going to be able to get there. So something I noticed, and this is a different line than what Derek took last time I watched him race here. He's taking a different line. He's not arcing it as much, and that's exactly what the 45 did. And this time, oh, it's going to be tight out of the corner. 45 is arcing a little bit more. Derek does it this time. He arced it. And he may be doing it all his own. He just hasn't, or I haven't catch him doing it. But up front, Morgani gets to the wall. Levi Allen goes past. Here's the replay of what just happened. You see Levi taking a peek to the inside. And here it goes into the corner. Was there contact between the two? Nope. And Morgani just drives up and making contact with the wall. Big pass there for Levi. Exactly what Allen's been needing. You see the 45-82 going at it here back and forth. Derek would probably much rather have a yellow right now. As you see them tires locking up, that's Derek's only biggest problem, honestly. One thing I wish he would really learn. Oh, right there, almost contact as well. One thing I really wish that he would learn is tire management. That's the only thing that really hurts Derek a lot in long runs. And I mean, he will kill tires. Now watch the 45. Yeah, the 45 is going to start getting impatient here. He's faster than this 81. Now keep in mind, Ron Christensen Jr. coming in here does not have a win. So each spot does matter to the 45. My question is, can Levi Allen run down the leader? Here comes Christian. Oh, may have got squeezed up in a wall just a little bit. Oh, 31 over the wall, or over the hump. Now they're going to be racing. Gary Smith here in the 31. He's going to check out that one. We only let the 45 go. Macy Christensen get back up there to this 82 and give him a little bit of a bump next time by. Might not be very happy with Mr. Derek. Although Derek really didn't do much wrong, but you get it. So Levi is running faster lap times than our race leader. We are just ticking down the laps, however. He's 1.7 back. That time, however, Alex was faster. Alex running a 21.6 last time by. Wow. Oh, right on the bumper. Yeah, this 45 might not be. See, this is the thing. Ron can't be very happy with Derek right now because Gary's right there as well, and Gary's a lap down. So, Ron would really much like to be able to get by Derek. I can't remember. I cannot tell if he just got the wall or not, however, but he's able to still go. Oh, here comes a run, and Derek blocks it. It's pretty interesting. How patient will Ron be? Here he comes to the inside. He is there, not anymore. This is our closest battle, by the way. Everybody else is spaced out pretty far. Todd Chase did manage to get around Cody Kennedy a few moments ago. Here comes the 45. Contact. More contact. And there you go. He's finally able to get around him. Well, Derek needs to use his head, not to. Well, they both just. They all three decided to go up the racetrack 150 feet up above where they probably should be. So Christensen was able to get around Derek Pemberton for the time being. Took him a while, though. Looking at Martinsville. Brian Kiddick goes up the racetrack. This is going to help Brian Young close the gap up. Todd Chase, by the way, is a lap down now, unfortunately, for the 71. Todd just getting out of the way of everybody. Gained a lot of respect for Alex Cecilio tonight, though. I just want to point that out. When he pulled over and just let Todd stay on the lead lap or get his lap back, that was pretty cool. Everybody's spaced out now. There's a little bit right here with Brian Kennedy in the 63 of Cody Kennedy. Kennedy is in 8th. Brian right there in 9th. Brian Young 10th. So these guys are battling for the position number 8. And Kiddo watch for him to get over. And Kiddo looked really strong early. Now here's the thing that's hurting Levi. Levi's caught up in this. And he cannot go any faster to get around him. There you see Kiddo getting out of his way. Welcome to lap traffic at Martinsville. That's what I was talking about earlier. You see, I mean, he lost a second just being in lap traffic. That is a killer when you're a second place car. He lost more than a second, actually. That's about 1.2, 1.3 seconds. Wow. Now, personally, Brian didn't really do much wrong there. I mean, he's racing for that position as well with another car. So it's one of them, give or take moments, I guess. It's your choice on if you should do it or not. Todd Chase has brought it down pit lane, by the way, in the 71. He's had a rough night, that's for sure. And a rough week. And he is down and away. He came down and took some fresh tires on that number 9, or on the 71 car. Although he's got number 9 normally, 71 here tonight. Everybody's spaced out. Oh, Vasario has a moment. He about just wrecked the entire car going through the corner. Watch this one. Yeah, that was one of them things where you do not want that to happen again. There's a difference on fresh tires, by the way. It's Todd Chase right there behind him. And we are going to talk to Todd. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that, even though he's not going to finish well. But, I mean, you do see the difference in fresh tires. I mean, tires have fallen off by right at about 2 seconds. Once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here on Trackside Racing Network. No broadcast tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy that. I'm not going to lie. Vasario has 10 more laps to go here around Martinsville. Looking through the field, everybody kind of spaced out. Besides right here with Brian Young and Brian Kiddo. Kiddo actually giving up the 9th position to Brian Young, which is important for Brian Young because the point situation, Brian is in 10th in points. Really, he needs to finish in front of Todd Chase and Gary Smith, which looks like he will do so tonight, as long as he stays where he's at, or even if he gets a spot or loses a spot, he'll still finish in front of him right now. Oh, there's a bump. The 66. Derek Pemberton looks like he may finish 5th tonight. Right now, everything's so spaced out. You know, Pate is about 1.9 seconds or so behind him. Ticker not working right over there on the left side. I was going to say if Gary Smith got mad last week about Derek and him getting the disqualification, I mean, here's your good chance to pay the 82 back. I mean, these guys are about to go a lap down, and I think, honestly, you're not going to see a fight out of these guys. Vasario's caught him from a whole lap back. Oh, man, we may have a yellow. The 82. We have to back it up. Yellow is out. What is going to happen here? We're going to get a replay of what happened. I think we already pretty much know, but here's your look at it. Definitely not intentional. They've been running so close to each other. Oh, Derek just locks it up. You know, from that view, isn't that code? But I think they did make contact, but Derek just locked up the tires. He's had issues with that tonight. Too much brake bias, possibly, on that car. I'm not sure. Anyway, leaders are on pit road. This is going to be big. Do we see 2 tires? I'm going to be real with you. I think you could get away with 2. If you're Levi Allen, do you want to do that? Well, we're going to find out. These cars are on pit road. Joe Morgani, does he take 2? Yes, he does. I'm a big fan of that, by the way. By the way, Peyton Albin stays. Oh, okay. he was a lap down, so he got his laps back. I got nervous about to say, good call, Pete. Why not try it? Ron Christensen Jr. How about that, by the way? Beats Levi Allen out of pit road. He took 2 as well. I like the idea of trying 2. I don't know if it's going to work, but if you're in that situation, you don't want to run third, man. Like, do something different, you know? So we're going to go to overtime. Will this be the only restart? Probably not. Brian Kitta and Derek Pemberton are going to get the wave around. Things are about to pick up here at Martinsville. We've been waiting on this, by the way, because honestly, this is the race we thought a lot of cautions would come out. We've had 2. So, you know, we did have the competition yellow on lap 47 to 53 or so. But, I mean, I don't think anybody necessarily thought of this. Pace lights are off, by the way. You'll see the pace car getting ready to drop in as we get set to go back green flag for 2 laps. If the white flag comes out, race is official. Will we see the white flag or not? I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Pace car is in. Green flag is back out in the air. Oh boy, Joe Morgani, can he hold on and steal one away from Alex Vasario? I don't want to necessarily say steal. Oh, Vasario gets loose. Morgani's going to advance a little bit here by about 3 car lengths. Race is official. Oh, Alex sent it in turn 1. Vasario getting loose once again. Final corner for Joe Morgani. Looks like he may be able to hold on to this one. Final corner. Joe Morgani picks up the win from Martinsville. Alex Vasario second. Ron Christensen Jr. gonna finish third. And Pete Albin finishes 4th. Good run there for Joe Morgani. We're going to talk to him right here in just a moment. Congratulations on that. What a call. And I think he had to do that, man. I mean, he was running 3rd. You have to do something to separate yourself from other guys. And that is win number 4, by the way, for Morgani. This guy might be on the way to a championship. We're going to talk to Joe right now. Joe Morgani, you got a copy?
Hell yeah, buddy.
Well, this is now, I can say it now officially, 4 wins because last week's was disqualification. It gave you the win. 4 wins this season, separating yourself from this field, man. How's it like to win at Martinsville? By the way, what a call.
What did I say last week? I'm not good at Martinsville. I'm not good at short tracks. I don't know how this happened. I somehow got in practice. I got second fastest time, and I started second. And I just took off. I don't understand. And then in that last pit stop, I took 2 tires, 2 right sides, and I was gone.
Might be the best burnout I've ever seen, by the way. I'm just saying that. I'm saying,
Thank you.
That is perfect, dude. I've never seen many people do it that straight. That is a great job. That's pretty good. Yeah, dude, you was able to win on a 2-tire stop to beat it all, and it really paid out. Did you think about that? We knew you was good on short runs. Alex was better a little bit on the longer run, and this race did have a long green flag runs. Did you think the 2-tire stop would actually pay out for you?
No. Because when I was coming off of pit road, I started feeling, the tires start to slip. and I'm like, oh no, I might spin my tires on this last restart. What the hell's going to happen? Alex is going to get under me and this and that, and somehow my tires didn't break loose on the start, and I was able to pull away from Alex. And kudos to him. He did a fantastic job all night.
For sure, man. Very happy to see you win again, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations on the win. You know how to do it. Shout outs and all that. Win number 4 now.
Hell yeah, win number 4. We got low budget TV on the hood. Thank you guys for having me out at Indianapolis. Hopefully we can do this again in February over at the Orange Show Speedway. Fanatec, Abuto, Garage Guys, Fantasy Sports Podcast. Check out the iPacing Podcast every other Tuesday. Oh my God, how the hell did I win this?
Dude, I don't question you winning anything anymore. That's the thing. Like, I've seen you win some races that you had no part winning, so you deserve it, dude. Like, honestly, good job. I mean, that's amazing to see. Great win.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, Alex Cesario, who's probably a little disappointed, and I would definitely say so. Alex, set him up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, bud.
Honestly, man, you had the best car. We know that, especially on the long runs. It wasn't even close on the long runs. Looks like, honestly, it's weird to say, it looks like the 4 tires kind of hurt. May not have been warm enough with the heat in them or something like that. Talk us through that last restart.
So I knew throughout the race that Joe and Levi were both quicker than me on new tires. Some reason, I can't get these new tires down. It was probably because the car was tripoding.
Yeah.
But after the car stopped tripoding, I could roll the center really, really good. So probably something to do with that. I didn't take 2 tires because I know how 2 tires works on this sim. And I didn't want to spin out. And I almost spun out with 4 tires anyway, so maybe I should have taken the 2.
Yeah, to be honest, man, it kind of surprised me on how much, like, your car looked extremely loose with 4 compared to 2. So you was able to lead 65 laps tonight. I know, that's bittersweet, I guess. Of course, you're second in the point standings, which don't really matter until playoffs anyway. But all in all, man, not a bad race. Or I know you're probably not too happy about it, though.
No way. I saw that wreck. I saw that caution wreck right in front of me.
Yeah.
You can guarantee there are some expletives being thrown.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said too. I was like, yeah, that's something he didn't want to see. Either way, man, another good run. Like, your credit goes to you for that. Shout outs and all that you want to give out.
Josh Stiles and his
he spotted,
helping
right?
me. Yeah, he spotted for me. So him and everybody at the team, we're all helping each other at this racetrack. We're all getting better every week. We're all going to be a force.
I agree, by the way. I agree, dude. Good job. I know you wanted to win. Just short, but good job either way.
Thank you, bud.
Thanks, man. Next up, Ron Christensen Jr. is probably pretty happy. Ron, it's out up in the booth. You got a copy.
Gotcha, Adam. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. First off, congratulations on third. It pays off for you at the end of the race. I mean, you pretty much was around 5th or 6th all night. For the most part, you did get caught up behind Derek because for some reason wouldn't get out of your way. But still finished third. You got to be pretty happy with that, I feel like.
Yeah, we messed up qualifying and started at the end, and then came over the line out of the pits, so we went to the end again. So did a lot of passing at Martinsville, which is good, but okay with the finish, all things considered.
Yeah, and honestly, the biggest thing to take out of it is points. That's really the big thing. Only 10 guys make the playoffs. We already know that. I mean, we only had 12 here tonight, but 10 guys still make playoffs. You're right in the middle. You're 5th. You're only 2 points behind 4th. Are you even thinking about points right now? We're only 2 races away from the playoffs actually beginning.
I can't seem to get the W, so we got to think about points, I guess. So every point counts. And
Todd Chase has won championships like that, by the way.
Right. So, yeah, it was a good night overall.
Hey, way to be consistent, man. Good job tonight.
All right, thank you.
You want to give shout-outs or anything?
Thanks, Firelight, for all the help recently, and we'll get them where are we at, Talladega?
I'm going to be honest.
We'll see you there.
Good job, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks.
Next up, guys, is something I want to do. We're going to talk to Todd Chase. Todd, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Finishing, not where you wanted to tonight, either way. It really wasn't about that for you, on the other hand, and that's why I wanted to bring you in here. It had to be a little bit emotional for you, I think, tonight, man.
Yeah, I started tearing up there a little bit.
Yeah, we was talking about it, of course, the passing of your granddad. Once again, we've already said sorry. I've said it about 1,000 times. I'm probably sure you're tired of me saying it, but that was something that, you kind of wanted something special to do. We did add a little bit more to it, Derek, me. We talked about it. All the guys got on board. And I'm not going to go into details with all that stuff, but all in all, man, tonight's race, was you surprised by how green flag this race went?
Yeah, I did not expect these long green flag runs, and ultimately it kind of killed us. Killed my car basically, because I just couldn't slow down fast enough.
Yeah. And
I just kept overcooking the tires, and that's why I ended up pitting there at the end, because I was already a lap down. There was no point.
Right.
So
I got we got breaking news, of course. I want to officially break this because I want to turn a kind of not so great night into a more uplifting night before we go off the air. Strictly Street Stock's coming back, man. That's big news, and you're the previous two-time winner now, two-time champion in that. You got to like that idea of it coming back here soon.
Yeah, I cannot wait for these Street Stocks to come back.
Yeah, we know that's like your forte, man. Well, either way, we wanted to bring you down here and let you get on the air and stuff. I know it was a rough night, but any shout-outs or anything, man, you want to give out before we let you go?
Yeah, I just got to thank you for everything you do for me. All these guys that show up on a weekly basis, Overtake Motorsports, and just everybody in general for the, sending the condolences and stuff like that. It really means a lot.
For sure. Hey, man. We're still praying for you. You know we are, so keep doing what you're doing, and we'll be talking to you here soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. Congratulations once again to Joe Morgani, a big win, 4 wins this season. Alex Passero, Ron Christensen Jr. I know it wasn't, something we normally do on a broadcast, but thoughts really do go out to John Jack Robert, his family, Todd, Chase, and all his family. Thoughts and prayers go with them, and that'll be all we got to say about it. Y'all have a great night. Take care, and God bless.